I tried to record this message like 5 times. But God has placed this message in my heart, and I'm sure somebody can use this as some advice for their situation. But God keeps reminding me not to walk into something blindly. And what he means by that is, if you feel called to do something, if you feel like God has told you to go into a specific direction, you need to wait on his confirmation for if that's true or not, right? You need to wait for him to confirm or deny that if you're confused. Because no, the Lord does not install confusion into us, so his words are never to come with confusion, but that doesn't mean that your human mind doesn't create fear that leads to confusion. So just because you feel confused doesn't mean that it's not from God, but you still need to wait for God's call, right? Because if you hear God say, I want you to reach out to somebody, I want you to go back to your ex and work it out with them, I want you to reach out to this job and apply for them, I want you to apply for this apartment, I want you to do this, I want you to start this business. If you just simply feel that, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's God. It might feel good, it might sound good, it might even be something so godly as to go over there and talk to this person and pray for them, something, right? You need to wait if you are confused, right? Because our human minds are so biased that it'll say, okay, well, 70% of me is saying that God said it, 30% is saying he didn't. So I'm just going to do it because 70%, right? It's majority. Majority wins. No, we don't serve a God like that. We don't serve a lukewarm in the middle God. We serve a 100% or zero God. He's either going to say yes, no, or not right now, right? And the not right now is still no. So it's yes or no. He's not going to be like, well, maybe, somewhat, I guess so. You never know. No, he would never say that. So if you feel some confusion with what you feel called to do, you need to wait on his confirmation. You need to ask God for clarity. God, I'm confused right now. I'm not sure if that was you. If it was you, can you please confirm it? If it wasn't you, can you please deny it? I need to know if it was you because I'm confused. And you wait on God. A lot of times we get so caught up in what we want to do. And this is usually what our flesh wants, right? When you have confusion, it's usually what the flesh wants. That we just go into something blindly. And then when we go into it, we have the opposite feeling of, no, you shouldn't have did that. Feelings change. Feelings aren't real. Just because you feel something doesn't mean God said to do it, right? And a technique I like to use, because God has trained me to work through this problem. It might not work for so many people. I would suggest, I'm just going to say what I do. I like to wait 10 minutes, right? I wait 10 minutes. If after that 10 minutes I no longer feel it in my spirit at all, I move on, right? And I wait. If God puts it back in my spirit, then I ask God for confirmation. But if I do not feel it after that 10 minutes, that is not from God. God will keep something in your spirit, right? He will never cause confusion. He'll keep it in your spirit. And if he wants you to do it, he will always put it in your spirit, always. So if after 10 minutes, I no longer even feel the need to do it at all, like it's completely gone out of my spirit, out of my mind, it's not from God. Now, if after that 10 minutes you're still feeling it, then you still need to wait for God's confirmation. For me, I've trained myself so much to where it goes away after 10 minutes because it's usually not God. But there's some things after 10 minutes, it's still in my spirit. And I'm like, okay, God, give me some confirmation. I still ask for confirmation after that 10 minutes. If I still feel it, I ask for confirmation. But if after that 10 minutes I don't feel it, I don't go into it, right? Because if it's from God, he will put it back on my spirit. If after that 10 minutes I don't feel it, cool. If the next day he puts it back on my spirit, that's fine. That means that it's from God. But I'm not tripping about doing it right this second, because if it's from God, he will put it on your spirit to do it. So I don't know who needs that help, but do not go into something blindly just because your human mind feels like majority is saying it's from God, or the rest is not from God. No, that's not how God works, okay? He's 100 or 0. Always remember that. So, again, take that back to God, wait on the Lord, and have a good day.